The crest of that hill. Actually going to go pretty close to that tree down there.
Spieth didn't saw him 3-putt. This is just a tough hole right now.
Best you can do is 40 feet.
Frank, this hole play much more difficult with this left.
So right now, Blade and Sorcery is pretty widely accepted as the gold standard of VR combat. They constantly update the game, they polish all the features out until it's perfect, and there's a mountain of mods. The game is great, but the game I keep coming back to is Battle Talent. This game isn't even really out yet, but it's still somehow my favorite hack-and-slash VR game to flail around in while drenched in my own sweat. I mean, who else's sweat would it be? The part that feels almost criminal, though, is how so few people have even heard about it. Anytime I mention it to people, they're just, oh, what game is that? Even the top viewed video of this game on YouTube is from over a year ago, and the game looks way better than this right now.
Which I was really hoping there would be.
So I'm making this video hopefully to shine a bit more light on this game and to also show off how far it's come. As of the time of posting this video at least, the developers have this game out in its demo form, completely for free. No early access purgatory and not even a release date yet because they don't want to let anyone down with a date they can't make. So what makes Battle Talent so great? Well, let's take a look. Again, in the interest of not summoning an angry mob, I'm not saying Blade and Sorcery isn't fun. So please put down the pitchfork and hear me out, okay?
Pitchforks! Can't be an angry mob without pitchforks!
All I'm saying is that almost every single enemy in Blade and Sorcery is just like a copy and pasted clone of each other with different skins. I know some of them cast magic, but whatever. In Blade and Sorcery, there are humans. That's it. What I like about Battle Talent, personally, is that goblins, skeletons, and dark elves are the enemies you face. It doesn't sound like a lot, but then realize that all of those categories have subcategories as well, with different levels. The goblins are quick, versatile, and can pretty impressively dodge out of the way, actually. The smaller goblins have standard melee weapons, or some might even toss knives or even bombs at you, which actually keeps you moving around a lot. The higher level goblins also start to get kind of nuts. They dual wield and pull out some crazy spin moves, which is kind of overwhelming when you first start playing. The dark elves are only in sandbox mode right now, but the low level ones have either swords and some quick attacks or a bow and arrow. Then they kind of just level up similar to the skeletons, but with different moves. To top it all off, at the end of the maze game modes, there's a goblin boss that's an absolute unit, and the best thing though is that instead of some generic music that fits, they just throw on an 80s pop fight song on blast as soon as you enter the room. For a little taste of what I mean, take a look at this. Why are you so fast? Why are you so fast? Something that I really value in this game is that just like in Blade and Sorcery, your level of skill is actually rewarded in this game, since just about everything is physics-based. But that's just one piece of the puzzle. What else is there about this game? Well, let me tell you about the Tomb Maze. A feature that I've got pretty big hopes for down the line, this game features procedurally pieced together dungeons that change every single time you play them. You unlock levels in a tree format, which includes 2 super simple tutorials, 2 arena survival modes, 2 sandbox levels, and 2 of these random mazes. The first 3 are exactly what they sound like, and the 2 mazes are just 2 different difficulties and lengths. The harder one even has parkour that takes some time to get used to and get good at, which is pretty cool.
Parkour!
When you pop into this thing, you get 1 weapon to start. That's it. So if you get a gun to start, get ready for the most unfair advantage possible. Parry this, you filthy casual.
Oh, I can't believe you've done this.
If you want, you can have pretty much full control on what weapons you want to include as possible weapon spawns in the maze right in the main lobby section of the game. This might mean that you find a weapon in a chest, or even just find it equipped randomly on an enemy. As you progress through the game, you get access to currency that you can spend on new weapon unlocks, new abilities, new spells, etc. You even get to upgrade your abilities and skills each playthrough, with all of the perks being randomly generated too. It honestly just adds a ton of replayability to the game, and I love it. Even just as a demo, this game has hundreds of mods already. Given that, I can only imagine what it's going to be like when it's actually released. I might even dive into modding for this game myself, honestly. They even just released custom level and NPC support a few weeks ago, and someone already put in this colossal titan NPC. There's also Darth Stormtrooper here, as well as Kratos from God of War. I could ramble on forever about this game, but to sum it up, Battle Talent truly is one of the most fun hack-and-slash VR games I've played to date. It may not look as pretty as some parts of Blade and Sorcery, but the bread and butter of a game like this, for me at least, is the varied experiences, and Battle Talent doesn't fail to disappoint. Now, I'm not trying to say Battle Talent is perfect, and who knows what this game is even going to look like another year from now, but I still think it's so much fun to play even in its current state that I really wanted to show off why I love it. Apparently, the team even wants to add multiplayer to this game at some point, so if that day ever does come, I'm definitely going to get some friends in here to try that out. Now, I definitely haven't tried every game of this genre yet, so if there are any good ones out there that you guys would recommend, let me know. Anyway, thank you for watching this silly little video. If you want to check out Battle Talent for yourself, I'll put a link to the demo down in the description. It's on both PC and Quest. Subscribe if you want to see more weekly VR content from me later on, and hit that like button if you want to save me from the almighty YouTube algorithm and its unending violent wrath. Hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers, guys. Oh, this was a bad idea.